Good morning, dear soul. Before anything else is asked of you today, before the noise of the world tries to claim your attention, allow yourself to arrive here, fully, gently, without rushing. This is not a moment to perform or to prove anything. It is simply a moment to be present. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath slow. Give yourself permission to pause, to breathe deeply, to settle into the quiet that is already waiting for you. Today is Sunday, the 28th of December, a day that carries the weight of a long week now behind you, a day that naturally invites reflection rather than effort, stillness rather than striving. This morning does not ask you to prepare for what comes next just yet. It invites you to be here, in this moment, aware of the calm rhythm of a day that unfolds more slowly, more gently. Sunday, the 28th of December is not a date rushing you forward. It is a day holding you steady. As you sit here, it's okay to acknowledge what your body feels like. Perhaps there is tiredness lingering in your muscles, a heaviness you can't quite explain. Maybe your heart feels full, in ways that are complicated, grateful, yet weary. Maybe your mind still hums with the echoes of the past week. Unfinished thoughts, quiet worries, moments you replay without meaning to. You don't need to fix any of this right now. You don't need to tidy your thoughts or correct your feelings. Simply notice them. Let them be seen without judgment. In this quiet, become gently aware of the simplest things. Your breath moving in and out, steady and faithful. Your heartbeat, constant and present. The fact that you woke up today. On this Sunday, the 28th of December, you are here, you are alive. Life itself is unfolding within you in ordinary, miraculous ways. Not because everything is perfect, but because there is still purpose being carried forward. The breath in your lungs is not accidental. The moment you are in has not been overlooked. God is not finished. There is no need for triumph or grand declarations here. Just a quiet recognition that being awake, being present, being able to pause like this is already a gift. Life does not have to shout to be meaningful. Sometimes it whispers through breath, through stillness, through the simple grace of another morning. If it feels right for you, you might softly name one small thing you're grateful for today. Nothing impressive, nothing forced, just one simple gratitude, offered as part of this shared moment of prayer. There is no obligation, only an invitation to join others who are also pausing, breathing, and noticing grace in small ways on this same Sunday, the 28th of December. As we remain here together, allow this stillness to gently open your heart, not to close anything down, but to prepare you, not with urgency, but with calm, to move from quiet awareness into prayer. We are not leaving the stillness behind, we are letting it carry us forward. On this quiet morning, I bring Sunday, the 28th of December, gently before you. God, I name this day not as a task to complete, but as a gift to receive. Before I look back, before I look ahead, I place this day into your hands. The hours that will unfold, the moments I can already anticipate, and the ones I cannot see yet. I surrender them to you. I do not come with a strategy or a polished plan. I come with an open heart, trusting that you are already present within this day. I release my plans to you, the things I hoped would happen, the expectations I placed on myself, the quiet pressure to use this day well. I loosen my grip on the outcomes I've imagined. I give you permission to shape this day in ways I may not expect, but deeply need. I surrender my emotions too, the ones that feel settled and the ones that feel tangled, joy that feels fragile, sadness that lingers without explanation, gratitude mixed with weariness. I don't sort them before handing them over. I bring them as they are. I also place before you the unknowns of this day, the conversations I haven't had yet, the thoughts that may rise unexpectedly, the moments that might feel heavier than I planned for. On this Sunday, the 28th of December, I do not want to carry tomorrow's weight or yesterday's residue. I trust that you already stand in every unseen moment, steady and attentive. Jesus, I come through you, gently, honestly, knowing you are the way I approach God without fear or striving. I don't have to earn closeness or clarity. Through you, I am welcomed just as I am. I rest in that access today. I let go of the need to be strong on my own, because grace meets me precisely where my strength runs thin. When I feel weak, uncertain, or incomplete, your sufficiency holds me. So I choose calm trust over control. I choose unforced yielding over quiet resistance. This day does not need to be impressive. It only needs to be surrendered. I place my body, my thoughts, my pace, and my responses into your care. I ask not for more effort, but for deeper rest within you. As this day continues, let me remain aware that I am not carrying it alone. Sunday, the 28th of December rests in your hands first, not mine, and that is enough. On this day, holiness is not something to achieve, it is something to notice. This day is holy, not because of what is accomplished, but because you are near, right here, in this ordinary space. Your presence quietly rests. There is no need to move to another place or become someone else. The room I'm in now becomes sacred simply because you are here with me. I let myself become aware of that nearness, not rushing past it, not explaining it away, just allowing it to be true. The chair, the floor beneath my feet, the soft sounds around me, none of this is outside. Your attention, your nearness does not require candles, words, or preparation. It meets me in stillness, in simplicity, in the gentle awareness of being held. On this day, holiness settles into the ordinary rhythm of my breathing. I am reminded that the morning itself is an invitation, a quiet call to meet you without effort. The Psalms speak of your closeness in the early hours, of a God who draws near at dawn, who listens, who surrounds. You are not distant today. You are attentive. You are present. And that presence alone makes this moment holy. Stillness becomes the meeting place. Not silence that feels empty, but a quiet that feels inhabited. I do not need to fill this space with words or thoughts. I simply remain here, allowing my heart to rest in the awareness that you are close. There is no pressure to perform faith, to prove devotion, or to shape this moment into something meaningful. Your nearness already gives it meaning. On this day, I release the idea that holiness demands activity. I let go of the belief that sacred moments must look a certain way. Instead, I receive the truth that holiness is found wherever you are welcomed, even here, even now, especially now. In the calm of this morning, I notice how peace gently settles when I stop striving and start noticing. You meet me in this stillness, not with demands, but with presence. You do not rush me. You do not overlook me. You are here, and that is enough. The day does not need to be louder or fuller to be holy. It only needs to be lived with awareness of you. So I remain here for a few moments longer, honoring the quiet, letting this day unfold slowly, allowing your nearness to shape the atmosphere of my heart. Holiness is not something I create. It is something I receive. And today I receive it simply by being with you. On this quiet day, I pause to notice the most basic gift before me. The simple fact that I woke up today, before any thought forms, before any emotion settles. There is breath moving in and out of my body, steady, unforced, faithful. I did not command it, yet it continues. This breath is not loud or dramatic, but it is constant, and it holds life within it. I become gently aware of my breathing. Inhale, exhale, each breath reminding me that life is still being given. My heart is beating without effort. My body is awake, present in this moment. On this Sunday morning, being alive is not something to rush past. It is something to acknowledge with quiet gratitude. Life itself is unfolding right now, in ways that do not require explanation to be meaningful. There is no need to frame this with pressure or obligation. I do not owe productivity because I woke up. I do not need to measure my life against anyone else's. I simply notice what is true for me in this moment. I am here. I am breathing. I am alive today. That alone is worthy of gratitude. There is also a gentle awareness that not everyone woke up to this day. I hold that truth with tenderness, not fear, without guilt, without comparison. Just a quiet recognition that life is fragile and precious. This awareness does not rush me or weigh me down. It softens me. It invites humility, presence, and care. On this day, I let gratitude arise naturally from awareness, not from pressure. I thank you, God, for breath that continues even when I don't think about it, for life that persists through tiredness, uncertainty, and ordinary days. I thank you for waking me up this morning, not because everything is resolved, but because something is still unfolding. Being alive today means there is still room for grace, still space for meaning, still a story being gently written. There is no triumph in this moment, only quiet appreciation. I don't need to elevate this into something it's not. I simply allow myself to notice the miracle that life often hides in plain sight. The miracle of another breath, another heartbeat, another morning. As this day continues, I want to carry this awareness with me, not as a burden, but as a grounding truth. Life is here, breath is present, and that is enough for this moment. I rest in the gratitude of being alive today, receiving it as a gift, gently and without demand. On this calm day, gratitude continues to settle into the small, ordinary details around me. I notice the simple comforts that quietly support this moment. The warmth of a blanket resting gently against my body, the familiar comfort of tea or coffee held in my hands, offering warmth without urgency. These are not grand gifts, but they are steady ones, and they hold more meaning than they appear to at first glance. Light filters into the room, soft, unhurried. It doesn't demand attention, yet it changes everything. Shadows ease. The space feels gentler. I allow myself to notice how light itself becomes a companion this morning, shaping the atmosphere without effort. The quiet, too, has a presence. Not silence that feels empty, but a quiet that feels kind. A quiet that allows my thoughts to slow and my heart to rest. These ordinary moments do not announce themselves as sacred, yet they carry grace within them. God meets me here, in warmth, in stillness, in small comforts that make the morning feel bearable, even tender. Nothing needs to be added to make this moment holy. Nothing needs to be improved. The ordinary is already enough. I am grateful for the things that often go unnoticed, because they are familiar. The steady comfort of what surrounds me, the way small gifts hold me without asking for attention in return. On this day, gratitude does not rise from abundance or excitement, but from awareness. Awareness that God is present not only in extraordinary moments, but in the quiet spaces where life unfolds gently. There is no lesson to learn here, no instruction to follow, just a simple noticing, a simple receiving. I allow gratitude to grow naturally, as I recognize how these small comforts support my body and spirit, how they soften the edges of the morning, how they create space for peace without requiring effort. As the day continues, I carry this awareness with me. God is not distant, waiting for something more impressive. God is here, meeting me in warmth, in light, in quiet, in the ordinary details that shape this day. I rest in that truth, allowing gratitude to remain close, grounded in the simple gifts already surrounding me. On this reflective day, I allow my thoughts to gently look back at the week that has just passed, not to analyze it, not to judge it, but simply to notice it. The days before this day held moments I remember clearly, and moments that already feel distant. Some were light, some were heavy, and many were quietly ordinary. I bring all of them into this moment of gratitude without sorting or editing. I thank you, God, for the help I could see, for the times strength came when I needed it, for conversations that brought comfort, for doors that opened, even small ones, for moments where things held together better than I expected. These visible helps may have seemed simple at the time, but as I look back now, I recognize how they carried me through the week. I also thank you for the help I did not see, for protection that went unnoticed, for paths I didn't walk because they were gently redirected, for harm that never reached me. There were moments in the week before this day when I was unaware of how carefully I was being held. I acknowledge that now, not with fear, but with quiet appreciation. Your care was present even when I wasn't paying attention. I bring the scars of the week as well, the moments that left me tired, the words that stayed with me longer than I wanted them to, the situations that didn't resolve the way I hoped. I don't hide these from you. I hold them honestly, knowing they are part of the story I lived. And alongside the scars, I remember the joys, unexpected smiles, moments of calm, small wins that may have passed quickly, but mattered deeply in the moment. On this day, I thank you for carrying me through all of it. The visible and the unseen, the hard and the gentle, the parts I understood and the parts I didn't. Nothing from the past week is wasted or overlooked. Every moment has been held within your awareness. As I release the week behind me, I do so with gratitude rather than tension. I don't need to rewrite it or resolve it right now. I simply acknowledge it. Thank you for your presence throughout it, and let it rest. The past week no longer needs to weigh on me today. It has been seen, it has been held, and it can now be released into your care as this day unfolds quietly before me. On this quiet day, I become aware that gratitude is not always something I feel. It is something I choose. Feelings rise and fall, shaped by circumstances, memories, and expectations. Gratitude, though, is a posture I can return to, even when emotions are unsettled. It is a way of standing within the day, a way of seeing what is already present instead of what feels missing. There is a gentle awareness of how easily comparison enters the heart, how quietly the mind notices what others seem to have, what appears easier or fuller elsewhere. I do not linger there. I don't fight those thoughts or shame myself for having them. I simply notice them, and then I choose a different direction. On this day, I turn my attention back to what has been given to me, here and now. Gratitude does not deny what is lacking. It does not pretend that everything is complete or comfortable. It simply refuses to let lack have the loudest voice. I choose to practice gratitude, not because the moment demands it, but because it grounds me. It steadies my heart. It reminds me that life is not defined only by what I wish were different. Your word gently calls me into this posture, an invitation to give thanks in all circumstances, not because every circumstance is good, but because you remain present within them. Gratitude becomes a way of staying connected to you, even when answers are still forming and outcomes remain unclear. It is a decision to trust that what I see is not the full story. On this Sunday, I practice gratitude quietly. I do not force it into enthusiasm or performance. I let it be simple and honest. I thank you for what is enough today, even if it doesn't feel abundant. I thank you for what is steady, even if it feels ordinary. I thank you for what is real, rather than chasing what appears better somewhere else. Gratitude, practiced this way, reshapes my attention. It pulls my focus back into the present moment. It softens comparison and loosens the grip of dissatisfaction. It reminds me that my life does not need to look like anyone else's to be meaningful. On this day, gratitude becomes a quiet act of trust. So I choose this posture today, not because I feel especially thankful, but because gratitude aligns my heart with truth. I practice it gently, returning to it again and again as the day unfolds. And in this practice, I find steadiness, perspective, and a deeper awareness of your faithful presence with me. On this gentle day, I allow myself to come honestly before you, God, without fear and without defense. This is a space of safety, not scrutiny. I am not here to confess in order to be corrected, but to be relieved. I bring what has been held quietly inside me, the things that weigh on my heart when the day grows quiet. I name my worries without dressing them up. The concerns I replay, the questions I cannot resolve, the anxious thoughts that linger beneath the surface. I do not try to explain them away or justify them. I simply place them before you, trusting that you already know them and are not alarmed by their presence. On this day, I let worry loosen its grip as I speak it gently into the light. I also acknowledge my need for control. The moments when I tried to manage outcomes, protect myself from disappointment, or hold things together by force of will. There is no condemnation here, only recognition. I see where I held on too tightly, and I choose to release that tension now. I don't need to control what you already hold. I bring my doubts as well. The quiet questions, the uncertainty, the moments when faith felt thin or distant. I do not push these doubts away or pretend they don't exist. I lay them down honestly, knowing that doubt does not disqualify me from your presence. It simply reveals my humanity. There are also words I wish I had spoken differently. Harsh responses, sharp tones, silence when kindness was needed. I do not rehearse these moments with shame. I acknowledge them, release them, and trust your grace to meet me here. I allow myself to be human without being condemned. Your word reminds me that when prayer is joined with thanksgiving, peace follows, a peace that steadies the heart and guards the mind. On this day, I receive that promise gently, as I speak honestly to you. I also remember what I am grateful for, not to cancel out what is hard, but to hold it together with hope. I feel the quiet exchange happening now, worries easing, control softening, doubt resting, the sharp edges of guilt losing their power. Peace does not arrive with force. It settles slowly, like a calm presence taking its place within me. I do not leave this moment pressured to do better or be better. I leave it lighter, held, accepted. Confession, offered without shame, becomes a doorway to rest. And on this day, I allow myself to walk through that doorway, carrying peace with me into the rest of the day. On this peaceful day, I allow myself to receive what I no longer need to earn. I come with open hands, not striving for calm, not reaching for control, but simply willing to let go. The burdens I have been carrying, some heavy, some familiar, some unnamed, I lay them down gently. I do not throw them aside in frustration. I release them slowly, trusting that they are safe in your care. As I loosen my grip, I notice what takes their place. Peace does not rush in or announce itself. It arrives quietly. It settles rather than overwhelms. It is not something I achieve through effort or discipline. It is something I receive as I make space for it. On this day, peace feels like a quiet presence, steady and unforced, resting within me. This peace is not fragile. It does not depend on circumstances lining up or questions being answered. It remains even when life feels unfinished. It is steady, unchanging, grounded, faithful. It does not rise and fall with emotion. It holds me gently, reminding me that I am not alone in what I carry. Peace also feels like a covering, something that surrounds rather than presses. It wraps around my thoughts, softening the edges of worry. It rests over my heart, creating room to breathe. I don't have to understand how it works for it to be real. I simply allow it to remain. On this day, I receive peace without explanation. I do not analyze it or test it. I trust that it is given freely, not as a reward, but as a gift. As burdens are laid down, peace takes their place naturally, without force or urgency. I stay with this moment for a little while longer, letting the quiet deepen, allowing the steadiness to settle, feeling the gentle covering that reminds me I am held. Peace does not ask me to move faster or do more. It invites me to remain present, to rest where I am. As the day continues, I carry this peace with me, not as something fragile I must protect, but as something living within me. On this day, peace is not something I chase. It is something I receive, and that is enough. On this steady day, I hold the days ahead gently, without rushing toward them. This day is not a launch pad of pressure. It is a foundation of calm. I don't need to map every step or predict every outcome right now. I simply acknowledge that a new week will come, and I choose to meet it with wisdom that grows out of rest, not anxiety. I remember that you, God, are my guide, not a taskmaster. counting my steps or measuring my output. You do not drive me forward with urgency. You walk with me, attentive and patient, offering direction as I need it. When the path feels unclear, I trust that guidance does not arrive all at once. It comes quietly, often one step at a time, shaped by attentiveness rather than effort. As this day unfolds, I ask for discernment, the kind that helps me notice what matters and release what does not. Discernment that guards my energy and protects my heart. I ask for restraint as well, the wisdom to pause before reacting, to listen before speaking, to move slowly when haste would only add confusion. I don't need to respond to everything immediately. I don't need to carry more than is mine to hold. Your word reminds me that trusting you with my whole heart brings clarity to the path ahead, that leaning less on my own understanding opens space for your direction. On this day, I choose that trust, not as a dramatic declaration, but as a quiet decision. I trust you to guide my steps as the week unfolds, even when I cannot see the full picture. I bring the new week before you without fear, the responsibilities, the conversations, the unknown moments. I place them gently in your care. I ask not for a crowded schedule or constant motion, but for wisdom that keeps me grounded. Let my decisions be shaped by peace rather than pressure. Let my pace reflect trust rather than urgency. This day becomes the soil where that wisdom takes root. I allow stillness to teach me how to listen. I allow quiet to sharpen my awareness. I do not rush ahead of grace. I let guidance rise naturally as I remain connected to you. As the week approaches, I hold it loosely. I do not brace myself for it. I receive it with calm attention. On this day, wisdom begins here, in rest, in trust, in the gentle assurance that I am guided, not driven, and that is enough to carry me forward. On this gentle day, I bring before you the reality of my body and my limits. I do not hide them or minimize them. I acknowledge honestly that strength changes over time. Energy fades more quickly. Recovery takes longer. There are aches that were not there before, and weariness that settles in more easily. This is not failure. It is simply part of being human, part of living a life that has carried years, experiences, and responsibilities. I thank you that physical change does not diminish worth. Aging does not erase purpose. Weariness does not disqualify me from meaning. On this day, I release the quiet pressure to keep up, to match a version of myself from another season. I allow myself to be where I am without judgment. My value is not measured by how much I can do today. I ask you, God, to reaffirm purpose in ways that feel gentle and true. Purpose that does not demand constant output. Purpose that exists in presence, in kindness, in listening, in simply being faithful where I am. Even now, even with limitations, my life carries significance. There are ways I reflect love, wisdom and care that do not require physical strength or speed. On this day, I do not ask for relentless productivity. I ask for joy, quiet joy that meets me within my capacity. Joy that is not loud or demanding but steady and sustaining. Joy that reminds me life is still worth receiving, even when energy is low and the pace must be slower. I place my weariness into your hands, not to be fixed immediately, but to be held. I trust that you see every limitation with compassion, not disappointment. You do not rush me beyond what I can carry. You do not measure me against others. You meet me exactly where I am, offering strength that fits this season of life. As this day unfolds, I choose to honor my body rather than fight it. I allow rest to be meaningful. I allow slowness to be wise. I allow myself to receive joy in small, accessible ways. A calm moment, a gentle conversation, a sense of peace settling in. On this day, I remember that dignity is not lost with age, and purpose is not erased by weariness. My life still holds value. My presence still matters, and that truth gives me strength. Not the strength to strive, but the strength to remain grounded, peaceful, and quietly alive in this day. On this tender day, my prayer widens beyond my own heart. I gently hold the lives of others before you, God, with care and compassion. I do not rush through these names and faces. I let them rise slowly, one by one, knowing that each life matters deeply to you. I bring children into this space first, those close to me and those known only to you. I ask that they be surrounded by safety, gentleness, and love, that their days be shaped by care and their nights by peace. I pray that curiosity, trust, and joy would be protected within them, even in a world that can feel overwhelming. Let them grow knowing they are seen and valued. I also hold grandchildren, lives that carry both hope and legacy. I pray for wisdom to guide them, patience to nurture them, and protection over their steps. May they feel supported across generations, held by love that reaches beyond what they can see or understand right now. My thoughts turn to those who are sick, those whose bodies are tired, fragile, or in pain, those waiting for answers, treatments, or relief. I bring them to you gently, without urgency or fear. I ask for comfort, strength, and moments of rest. Let them feel less alone in their suffering. Let care reach them in ways both seen and unseen. I remember those who are lonely today, people whose day feels quiet in a way that aches, those who sit with absence, grief, or isolation. I ask that your presence would meet them in that loneliness, not as noise but as companionship. Let them sense that they are remembered, valued, and not forgotten. My heart also opens to the wider world, to places where suffering feels heavy and ongoing, to communities marked by loss, uncertainty, or injustice. I do not try to carry the weight of global pain alone. I simply place it before you, trusting that compassion is never wasted. Let relief, kindness, and healing find their way into places where hope feels thin. On this day, I offer these prayers slowly, without trying to solve what is complex. I trust that you hear what I speak and what I cannot fully express. I trust that care flows beyond my understanding. I rest in the quiet truth that no one I love is outside your awareness. Every child, every elder, every sick body, every lonely heart, every place of suffering is held within your compassionate attention. And as I release them into your care, I feel my own heart soften, reminded that love does not end at my own needs, but gently reaches outward, carried by grace. On this unhurried day, I carry an awareness of you into the rest of the day, not as something I have to maintain, but as something that gently accompanies me. This day does not separate sacred moments from ordinary ones. You are present not only here in prayer, but in everything that follows. As the day unfolds, I recognize you in the simple movements of life, in errands that need to be done, not as interruptions, but as part of the rhythm of the day, in chores that quietly shape the space I live in, folding, cleaning, preparing. These moments do not pull me away from you. You meet me within them. Your presence does not withdraw when life becomes practical. I also notice you in the silence that appears between moments, in pauses that do not need to be filled, in stretches of quiet, where nothing urgent is happening. This silence is not empty. It is inhabited. It becomes a place where joy can rest, where awareness deepens, where the heart stays open without effort. On this day, I choose to live attentively rather than distractedly, not with strain, but with gentle noticing. I allow myself to be present to what is in front of me, trusting that you are already there. Your word reminds me that joy grows where your presence is recognized, not forced, not performed, but received. As I move through the rest of this day, I don't rush ahead of the moment I'm in. I don't try to hold on to prayer as something separate. Instead, prayer continues quietly through attention, through gratitude, through the simple act of being present. You walk with me through this day, unhurried and near. This awareness does not demand perfection. It simply invites openness. Even when my attention wanders, even when the day feels ordinary, you remain present. That truth steadies me. It softens the edges of time and allows joy to rise gently, within what might otherwise feel unnoticed. So I step into the remainder of this day with calm attentiveness. Errands, chores, silence, and rest all become part of the same sacred space. On this day, I do not need to search for you. You are already here, and that awareness is enough to carry me peacefully through the day. As this prayer gently comes to rest, I want to acknowledge you for staying here, for giving yourself the space to slow down, to breathe, to listen. That choice matters. On this Sunday, the 28th of December, you did not rush past your own soul. You allowed yourself to be present, and that is not a small thing. Even now, God's nearness remains with you, unchanged, unhurried, quietly attentive to where you are. Before you move into the rest of this day, let this truth settle softly. Your life still holds meaning, not because of what you produce, but because you are here. Age has not diminished your value. Past mistakes have not erased your purpose. Seasons of weariness have not cancelled your calling. Nothing you have walked through has placed you outside of God's care or intention. On this day, your life is still being held with purpose and kindness. I speak a gentle blessing over you now. May your heart remain steady and at ease today, free from unnecessary weight. May your home be filled with a sense of calm, safety, and quiet presence. May peace rest with you, not fleeting, but steady and reassuring. As the week ahead approaches, may it do so without pressure, carried by wisdom and grace. May protection surround you in ordinary and unseen ways, and may quiet joy find you, not loud or demanding, but deep enough to sustain you. As you move through the remainder of this Sunday, the 28th of December, you are not moving alone. You are accompanied by a God who is near, who notices, who remains. Let that awareness follow you gently into whatever comes next, into rest, into conversation, into silence. If this time of prayer brought comfort or clarity, you're welcome to share it with someone who may need the same quiet reassurance today. And if you'd like prayer, you can leave a comment. Your heart does not have to carry everything by itself. Go into the rest of this day feeling held, calm, and quietly blessed. Amen.